Are you a professional pillow fighter? Or a 9-to-5 low-cost time travel agent? Or maybe real estate sales on Mars is your profession? It doesn't matter. Whatever it is you do, however complex or intricate, Monday.com can help you organize, orchestrate, and make it more efficient. Monday.com is the one centralized platform for everything work-related. And with Monday.com, work is just easier. Monday.com, for whatever you run. Go to Monday.com to learn more.
Well, I don't see the point in waiting any longer. So let's bring her out. The star attraction, the one you came to see. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Miss Judy Gold.
Good afternoon to welcome to Kill Me Now. Yeah!
Is that the name of the show?
Kill Me Now is the name of the show.
Well, I have no idea. I'll let anybody into my apartment.
And our guest today, I'm like in shock.
Why is that?
Because I love you so much since I'm like a teenager. Love, in love, identify with.
Me too.
Like makes me belly laugh. Like major person in my life. Like Barbara Streisand major.
What do you want to do? Shoot the Schwanzies, lovely.
Oh my God.
You are on VP right now. Voice probation. Because this is what he does. He just like interjects little things and it ruins my flow. Today is Kill Me Now. We are here with, I am Judy Gold, the host, and
I'm Andrea Martin, the guest.
oh my God, you introduced yourself. I love it.
See? I've had some
And-
training in the voiceover world.
Thank you.
Region. Remember the voiceover world when literally I had 2 series a year and people didn't care if you were a big movie star? And now, what was Lupita Nyong'o doing in...
Here's the thing. It's like now you can't even get you can study musical theater at Yale, Harvard, Oxford, China, where else do they love?
Marymount Manhattan.
And still not get a job because someone on TV who's never studied musical theater, who can sing a little bit, will get the part because it's all about money, 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 money.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's all about money. So,
And popularity.
But I don't understand this. Listen, Lupita Nyong'o is a beautiful actress.
Yes.
I just saw clips. Okay. I don't understand, and wonderful, when I saw Jungle Book, what the reason was to hire her to play the wolf mother.
let me ask you about the sound. Is this ruining? I don't want to hear from the listeners that there was too much.
Here's the thing about the sound in the background. That
New
is
York?
some New York ambiance that is happening on the Upper West Side of a kick-ass, old-school New York apartment. So
This
sit
is the
back,
most amazing. We are
enjoy.
at Andrea Martin's apartment.
Yeah, and this is what it's like to be
So
Andrea Martin.
that's it.
So enjoy.
I'm kind of not into the studio anymore. I kind of like doing it in the home. Okay,
It's
so
very natural.
Andrea,
Yes.
since you've given us limited time,
Well, you told me 75 minutes. I gave you 75.
that was for the podcast portion, not for me talking to Sammy about not
Socialization. As long as I'm out of here by
Right.
1:45.
Okay, we
I'm
got
good.
an hour.
Go ahead. Go, baby.
Okay, so first of all, I love you.
Thank you.
I've loved you and admired you, and I just have to get away the vomit crap. And the fact that you are one of the most humble, nice, friendly, non-egomaniacal work ethic of a Chinese immigrant person
Don't get a laugh out loud, but go ahead.
it's you don't meet people like you in this business. You don't. It's an unfortunate anomaly that there's never been a piece written. Andrea Martin, that cunt. Andrea Martin.
Maybe I'd get more work if it was. I thought it was more controversial.
No.
Maybe you need to be
No.
controversial.
What do you want that shit?
No.
You'd be sitting here in your beautiful apartment with the sirens going, thinking, "What do I need this?" I just said, you're just perfect.
No, it's good to. Here's what I've learned. Not that it's good to have sharks around you. Not
Right.
bad. I guess the bad company. I don't even
Right.
have that. I just
Right.
have nice people around
So
me.
you can't get Hamilton tickets. Let's
Can't.
start with
Let's
Tell
do
Me
that.
Now moment.
Let's do that.
That you, Andrea Martin, can't get Hamilton tickets.
Look, I
Still
saw
the Tony
Hamilton at the
winner.
Public Theater, and it was
right.
fabulous. Okay. I did want to just get 2 more to take a really dear girl,
Right.
and couldn't get them on the wait list.
Right.
That
And
made me angry.
Yet, Mr. J.P. Morgan Chase
Yeah.
could probably get tickets right now.
Yeah, boy, I'll tell you, it does put your ego in overdrive. I can't believe how it affected me this morning. Fuck them, don't they know? I've got 2 times.
Right.
You know, what? First of all, it's a business. Take nothing
Right.
personally, right? But it did get to me because I thought, I guess there's a pecking order, and I guess I'm low.
It's not a pecking order. I don't think it has anything to do with you. I think the police are coming right now to get Lin
I've never,
Manuel.
by the way, ever heard these many sirens.
This is unfucking believable.
I can't even
what
believe
the fuck is going on?
Well, it is a Kill Me Now recording, and we do.
Yeah, and this is what
tend
happens
to be a
when I have a
lightning
black
rod.
cloud, even though I'm not. Don't say you have a black cloud, Judy, because then you'll have a black cloud. I have a fucking black cloud. Okay.
No, here's what's so great about you.
It's a cloud
What?
of color.
The height of authenticity. Do you know how amazing it is to be with someone who just is who they are? I think I'm so admiring of that. With anybody, by the way, somebody that works at the bagel store up the corner,
Absolutely.
who's just not apologetic. You just
Right.
get a sense of genuine. I just am so drawn to that. And
Thank you.
Yeah, 100%.
I think it's gotten me in a lot of trouble.
Do you?
Yes. I think I'm just me, and I can't. I think. I get stomach aches if I'm inauthentic. Like
Yeah.
it physically affects me.
Yeah, I
if
understand.
I'm doing something that I don't believe in, or I don't. If I feel like there's no integrity in what I'm doing, like then I really, it makes me physically ill.
I guess you just need a platform in which to be you. There's so many. I think that Stephen Colbert is Stephen Colbert. I think
Right.
Jon Stewart is Jon Stewart.
Right.
I think
they have wieners and balls.
Yeah, there you go. Well, Chelsea Handler, is she herself?
She has balls.
Well, you've got
wiener.
some balls, don't you?
She's blonde and
So are you.
No, I'm not.
What are you, red?
I'm a lesbian. I'm a Jewish lesbian.
So.
Oh, please.
But your hair color is blonde and
It
red,
is?
and
Well,
you're
I
beautiful.
just got highlights, and it takes a couple of weeks for
It's
that to come out. All
beautiful.
right. So Andrea Martin,
Yeah.
I'm gonna. I mean, you. First of all, I've always connected you with Canada, and think you're Canadian, but you were born in Portland, Maine,
Right.
to Armenian immigrants. What?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's just funny that you are always thinking she's from Canada. It was just a funny statement, so I laughed.
I don't see what's so
quietly.
funny about it.
You're just a funny person. You are who you are, and you've got
Oh,
a
don't
natural
try to fucking repeat what she
charm.
said and
No,
get
I
on
was
my good
adding
side.
to what she said.
Okay, so, but
Let me
I've
love
always
you.
thought, oh, you're from that whole Toronto, like, SCT. Well, you are from SCTV, but I'm
Oh.
just saying, I always thought of you as Canadian.
Yeah, that's good. That's a nice thing. Until I started building condominiums and tearing down all the historic sites. But we don't need to get into that.
Right, no, but we don't do that in America, and they only do it in Canada. Anyway, so you went to the college I wanted to go
They're
to. that my
making
parents,
what is that stone wall
Stonewall is
making
now
into an
a
historic
monument.
site. I
Yes.
love that.
Park across from it also.
Yes.
So
and
wait.
did you know
Yeah.
you can say a historic site, but it's really an historic site.
An historic site.
Yes,
Yeah.
because the H.
Yeah. It's silent.
Right. So no, it's
An historic site.
Hello. It's
so you
no
can
good
do
you
either,
going
but
on.
Old English is an historic site.
Okay.
Just letting you know, I love grammar. Okay. Anyway, so
It's good.
It's
Do you
just
think
weird.
you think it's the end of the period? And I don't mean my own.
Yes, I think no one writes. No one knows how to write cursive.
No.
Kids don't
learn it.
I literally ride my bike everywhere. And
Me too.
Today I was riding down. You do too?
Yeah, I'll be riding it at 1:45 to my internist.
Okay, but you just said, oh, you
On
ride
6
your bike, right?
You know why I asked you that? Because I thought there was a lot of equipment. I thought, how'd she do that? That literally was just a technical question. I ride my bike everywhere in New York.
Me too.
Yeah, there you go.
And I wear a helmet.
I wear a helmet.
Right, and everyone goes, how can you ride your bike? Every person I talk to.
Well, if you're an anxious person, I'm going to go out on a limb and say you might be.
What?
So if you are, it's a fabulous tool
Right.
to
Have control.
a little bit.
And to keep your limbs fidgeting and moving the whole time.
But it's also like, I hate
Yeah.
the subway.
Oh, you do.
I mean,
Now, particularly, frightened there's going to be a bomb at every stop.
right. So, and also, I like to know I have my bike, I can go here. It's so convenient.
Wonderful.
Okay, anyway, P.S. You go to
Portland, Maine.
Portland, Maine, and then you're the child of Armenian immigrants.
Right.
And I had a guy in my high school who was Armenian
Yeah.
and the son of Armenian immigrants, and we had this geometry teacher who had a Jewish last name, so I think he converted, and he was so mean. Oh no, it was a Spanish teacher. It was the Spanish teacher who was German and she taught German and Spanish, and she hated me and she hated Greg Appelian, right?
Okay.
And at the end of the year, she said, I can't believe I'm telling this story and I'm taking up time for Andrea Martin.
You can't believe
I'm intrigued. I'm resting on every
at the
word.
end of the year, she says to me, I'm going to miss you next year, Judith. And a lot of people call me Judith. I'm a masochist. So I went home to my mother and I said, what's a masochist? And she got, what's a masochist? And she said, why? And I said, because Mrs. Vogel said, I'm going to miss you next year. That's it. So, my mother was like public advocate for, number one.
Well,
And
see, you
she
got
would
some of
always
that.
Write letters to, I was at Saks and I tried to return, it's like, anyway, she's Bernie Sanders of,
Sammy's mother, by the way.
what? Same thing?
Exactly.
Sammy's a friend who was here.
Yeah,
and
Sammy Wasson, author of Fosse. Yeah.
So, my mother has a
Author
meeting, and she was
Fosse,
also said to Greg Appelian, who I don't know where he is now, but his parents were lovely, and he said to him, I know where your father works, or something, threatened his, I know what your father does and where your father, so it was me and him, immigrant, Jew, immigrant, and there were a lot of other Jews. She just hated me because I was me. So my mother goes in to the superintendent principal and has a meeting with Greg Appelian's mother, who's lovely.
Oh.
And Vogel's lawyer says something like, well, I know your daughter, she hates wasps. And I said, my mother tells me this, I'm like, well, they bite. Like, I had no idea what a wasp was.
My God, why would she say that?
She was a fucking Jew hater, immigrant hater.
Wow.
And so my mother and then the lawyer said, this is a case of laches. And my mother was really smart. She figured out it meant that it was after the term was over and that we have no right to say anything. And my mother just went and said, it's not laches because, whatever. Anyway, so that's my Armenian immigrant story, that I had a kid who was an Armenian immigrant, and he was like so nice, and his parents were really classy and nice. Okay,
that's so sweet.
so you went to, that is such a boring story that we might have to cut out.
I'm a masochist too.
Okay, so you went to Emerson College, and I really wanted to go to Emerson College, and my parents wouldn't let me.
Yeah. Well,
But you
never let
went
you
before
forget.
it was Emerson College.
yeah, that's right. I went when it was a school of communication,
Yes,
speech
same.
therapy, debating,
Right.
elocution. I don't know where that would serve me.
But what did you performed though?
I did, but I grew up in Maine, and then I went to college in Missouri, Stevens College,
You did?
and then kind of got kicked out of there.
For what?
Because it was a girls' finishing school, and
Yeah.
what was I doing there?
Right.
Wanted to be far away from home. So then I went to Emerson. Emerson, I think, is very difficult to get into now,
Yes.
but it wasn't. I don't think it was very difficult to get into then, because I had some talent. So I was there for 1 year. Then I went to the Sorbonne for my third year, and then I graduated from Emerson.
Wait, you went to the Sorbonne?
I did. I studied French for a year.
At the Sorbonne? Can
I
you
did.
speak French?
Oui, mais bien sûr. Mais qu'est-ce que tu penses là?
Oh, and also do you speak Canadian French as well?
I can't speak Canadian French. That's a whole different thing.
I know, why did they do
Quebecois.
that?
It's a whole different. People from Paris can understand people from Quebec, but it's a
Yeah, what is that?
It's more of a colloquial French, I guess.
Is it
Okay. And did you get along with your parents?
What does that mean? It's such a general question.
Did you?
Was I rebellious?
No.
Did they understand me?
Yeah.
No. So that's what you mean.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I identify with that.
Because I don't think
Why is there now literally
helicopter.
There's a
listeners helicopter? I don't know what
There's
the
a lot
fuck is going
happening
on.
here.
Okay, go.
Maybe they're trying to deliver Hamilton tickets to me. They need a lot of security.
And they don't want anyone to know. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Just
go ahead.
landing on my terrace.
So
What do I look? I'm going to cut to the chase. Not that I do that every day in therapy, but I'm going to cut to the chase here by saying that when you are second generation Armenian and your sole goal is to assimilate and to
Right.
fit in, you want your children to have that same assimilation.
Right.
And so what essentially that means is that whatever was uniquely me that didn't assimilate, I don't think was so loved and revered. So,
Right, of course.
So that's tricky growing
Right.
up. Yeah.
And did you have siblings?
I did, who, by the way, are completely normal.
Same.
Yeah, I'm the oldest. Are you
Right.
the oldest?
Oh, I'm the baby.
Oh, okay. Yeah. They don't have that. I once asked my sister, I said, oh gosh, I woke up this morning. I was so anxious. And she said, you were? I said, yeah, don't you ever wake up with anxiety? No.
I always wonder, like,
They're
what does it
not
feel?
normal? Yeah, I'm
VP.
with you. Yes.
I always wonder, especially I went through a very bad clinical depression.
Oh.
And
When you were a young girl? Younger?
No, in 2010.
Okay.
And I would, during the period, I didn't really leave the house that much, but if I did, I'd look around and go, what is it like? Like, you know,
How are
do you
people negotiating
function?
through their life? I know.
I wonder how do you not feel guilt and anxiety and, oh my God, I'm not doing something productive
Right.
for this 5 minutes.
Right.
You know, I don't know how to relax.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's terrible.
You know, I don't know. Would I say terrible? I guess it does rob you of happy moments that should be happy.
Right.
You're even questioning those moments.
Right, always.
Well, is it going to not be happy in 5 minutes?
Right.
Yeah, exactly. I should be. Am I Jewish?
Yes.
Maybe I am. I grew up
You
in
can do that 23andMe thing and figure out if you have any Jew. They take your DNA and they tell you what you are.
Oh, well,
It's
I think
the Mormons because they want to save us all posthumously.
Right. I hate them. For doing that. I don't hate Mormons. I love Mormons. I have a lot of Mormon friends. Oh, God. No.
And they have a lot of gay friends.
No, I mean, I do. I know Mormons. I hate that they want to. All right,
It's
whatever.
fascinating, though, isn't it? And I'd love to know, because that's how you feel, if you went overboard in loving your children unconditionally, giving them so
Oh,
much.
absolutely.
Yeah, and I don't know if
I
that's
just had a
good.
therapy session about it.
That's right.
I literally came from therapy, but it is like, no one ever hugged me. No one ever said I love you. No one ever said I'm proud of you. No one ever. It was like, I got a 99. Why did you get 100?
100%, yeah.
Is that how you're wearing your hair? No, I'm wearing it differently. But, it's like that whole thing. And so I am like constant, I love you, I love you, I love you. Do you know how proud I am of you? But then I'll say, you're really not doing your best in school, or this was wrong. I do call them a little bit, but I'm very bad at punishing.
Yeah. Punishing's not the right word, though, is it?
Well,
Setting boundaries.
right, bad boundaries. So you started on Captain Kangaroo, right?
Yeah.
And so were your parents like, oh, this is our daughter, Andrea? I mean, they gave you...
No. My
Right.
parents, so they're in Portland, Maine, and I came to New York. I don't think, may they rest in peace. I think they thought to the moment they died that I was going to say to them, no, that whole acting thing was a joke. Here's my career. I don't think they really...
And how old were you when they passed?
I was in my 50s. Yeah. So, really, I mean, when I won my first Tony, my dad said, so now do you think you'll get a break? That was
Oh,
yeah. So
my
I don't
God.
want this to look
Well,
at
they just didn't understand.
They know, and they did the best
But that
they could.
probably kept you going like it's not good enough. I need more. 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 You know what I mean?
I wonder, or if there was just a genuine love and passion and creative spirit that just need to express themselves.
You seem so positive, though.
I do?
Yes, always when I talk to you.
Oh.
Even when we're talking about, oh my God, we hate this business, I'm old, this, that, the women, blah, blah, blah. And you
that's
still...
interesting. You know, Judy, because honestly, I think every part of me wants to... I don't mean to be a Pollyanna. I really do believe every part of me wants to walk toward the light. I
agree, too.
Yeah.
Even though I'm Nancy negative, I want to be that way. But I'm too scared because I know something shitty's going to happen on the way.
100%. Move in here with me. I think that if I actually had friends like you, here's what I really believe, because I don't have friends like that. My friends seem to be, don't suffer with the same kind of self-doubt, right? And I have a beautiful group of friends. But I think actually if I had someone in my life like you, Sammy's like that I think it would actually balance my moods more, because I'd laugh more, I think, at them, you know.
But that's what I've done, because otherwise it would debilitate me.
Laugh. But are you in a relationship?
Yeah.
And is that person someone that you can be yourself with, and she says to you, can you? No? You don't want to talk about it?
There are major things about me that push her buttons. It's a difficult relationship. She's a therapist. It's very difficult. So there are great times.
Yeah.
And there are, it runs the gamut.
Huh.
Do I feel like I can fully be myself? Sometimes, but not. Yeah, I feel like I love being, like, she thinks I want to be out talking to everyone all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I love being by myself.
100%.
Like, I want to come home. I want to, oh my God, I can put on the TV. I can fall asleep on the couch and no one's like, you know what? Yeah. She's sort of that thing that was my mother, and she's my subconscious, sort of. So sometimes I feel like I can, right? And sometimes I feel like...
Now, don't tell me this, because I spend so much time, because I'm single. I have two grown, beautiful... I was married, and I've got two great kids, but who are 33 and 35. I have to stop calling them
kids. And they live in L.A.
They do, yeah. They live in L.A. My grandmother, my oldest...
And are they both in the business?
No, one is a music film score editor.
Oh, that's good.
And the other one, beautifully.
And what about the other one?
The other one's in the tech world, works for a startup company, tech company.
Cool.
He's a musician, too. That is the albatross around my neck. Now, that's depressing that you say that, because I keep...
But I created that. There are people... I did that. So
I have to believe, because I believe nobody could put up with my eccentricities.
No, that's not true. That's not true at all.
You think there are people?
I think there are, but I think that you have to wait until you're older. And
older? I'll be dead.
No, it'll happen. I think it'll happen when you least want it.
But it's just like, it's also...
The minute you're giving out that energy, like, I don't need
shit. People who are comfortable with themselves.
Yeah.
Who are like eccentric themselves, and that will give you space.
That's exactly
the thing that it's like, you know what, you don't have to be here with me for this, and you don't have to be here with me for that. Let's just have our own relationship. Like I said to Elisa, you know, people are always like, oh, you must laugh all the time. And, you know, they always say the same shit. It's always like, they probably say it to your kids. Oh, God, your mother probably made that. And it's always about trying to get information, you know, oh, she's so funny. What's it like to blah, 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 blah. And I said to her once, I said, why don't you just say, you know, I laugh sometimes, but we have our own thing. Like,
she doesn't do that?
She takes that in and is like, why is everyone up? And I'm like, no. Just
I understand. I understand what you're saying. It's a trigger.
That is something that she is funny.
Yeah.
But we have our own relationship, as if no, you don't know nothing about our relationship, and you know nothing about her. That's part of who she is.
Yeah.
But she shares another part with. But you need someone who's secure enough to say, I am my own person, she is her own person, and we are our own couple.
But she doesn't say that?
No, she gets affected by what other people say. But can we not talk? I just spent therapy, and then she'll listen to this, and that'll be the end. All right, so... All right. So,
Oh, here's what I've learned from this short time we've talked: that you have to come over here one day without microphones.
Yes.
And we can just talk.
oh my God, I would love that.
Right?
No
and
microphone.
And Hennessy too. Oh God.
I would be honored.
Thank you,
Hennessy
Hennessy.
can run errands for us.
Whatever you want. I am a
Okay.
masochist.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you get in this play, Godspell. I mean, do you think this was the gift of God? I mean, there's no cast
Yeah.
to this day that matches the cast of the Godspell touring company that you were cast in. Victor Garber, Martin Short, Eugene Levy, Gilda Radner, Jane Eastwood.
Do you know Jane Eastwood?
What?
Do you know Jane Eastwood? No.
No. Paul Schaefer. There's another one. Dan.
Don Scardino
Don-
was
yeah.
also Jesus. Yeah.
I mean, first
I
of
don't
all,
think that's what I think is more interesting than that we all came together at the same
do
time.
Godspell.
Is that we're still good friends. That's what's crazy.
right,
I mean, like really good friends.
right. Like, who would you call out of those people? I'm. There's a guy in my apartment. He's gonna stab me. You can't call the police. Like, who? All right. You have to move tomorrow. I'll change it. No more stabbing guy.
Yeah.
You have to move tomorrow. Which one of these people do you call to help you move?
To help me physically move, or
Yes.
to talk me through
What's
it.
the worst? Okay, let's think of a modern day thing where you really need a friend.
You know what? Here's the thing. I call Marty and I call Victor.
Really?
Always, every day.
You call them every day?
Almost every day we talk.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, almost every day. Yes. Yeah.
And what do you talk
And
about?
my friend Deb Muck, whatever's going on. Mostly
I love Dead Monk. All right. Yes.
mostly me saying, I should I be doing what, like, I can't believe that I was on the wait list for Hamilton, and you, Marty Short, got the tickets
So
before.
you called him about that.
He called me, literally. Okay, so a few days ago, we're talking, and his son, Henry, who's my nephew.
My son's name's Henry. Go.
Beautiful. He says, Henry's coming in with his new girlfriend, and I'm going to get tickets for Hamilton. I said, you can't get tickets. And he said, oh, yeah, I'll call them up. I said, okay, if you get tickets for this Saturday matinee after I've been on a wait list for 1 month, I literally will kill you. Just call, laughing. Well, Henry and his girlfriend are going to Hamilton's.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, Saturday afternoon.
Not Hamilton's, the burger place. Hamilton. Hey, go to Hamilton's. Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's something.
So you
Yeah,
married,
That's balls.
That was-
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. That sucks, and that's
and
not fair.
that was very brotherly and sibling like.
Well, I think what he was
yeah.
trying to do
It's not
was
his fault.
undercut with humor that
Right.
that he knew that I'd be disappointed.
right, and that he had to tell you.
Yeah, and he had
So
to-
you married his wife's brother
Yes. Yeah.
and had 2 sons, and his wife passed away unfortunately, and he was madly in love with her.
Yes.
And then Kathy Lee fucking Gifford idiot, like what the seriously, says to him on the air, and your wife,
Yeah, but I don't think she knew really.
fire that producer.
Oh, there you go. Then it's not her fault.
Yes, it is.
Oh.
How much research do I do on my guests?
Yeah, you
I
do.
would never trust anyone
Oh,
to tell. All right. Anyway,
he was so forgiving though. It was
I know
amazing.
he's all right. So I think here's my Martin Short story, and then we're moving on. I was at the Aspen Comedy Festival
Yes.
years and years ago. The one where Jerry Lewis,
Yes, and
Said-
he interviewed him.
right, and
Amazing.
Martin Short's wife was the one who said you haven't mentioned women at all. Well, women. She did it. She was a fucking hero. And he said, they're made to make babies, whatever.
Yeah, she
So
was
I'm-
very outspoken.
Yeah, and so I meet Steve Martin and Martin Short, and I said to Martin Short, "Oh, hi, I'm Judy Gold, whatever. Steve Martin and you could be a clue on Wheel of Fortune. The before and afters. They have to, there's a
Steve Martin
clue.
Short.
It's because they'll do Steve Martin Short.
Oh.
If they share something." And he looked at me like I should go fuck dog in the corner.
Now a horn.
And the horn's blowing. I felt so. Oh my God! I was trying to be funny, So I find him intimidating because he's so talented. So that's my Steve Martin short.
All right.
So you're in this Godspell touring company, right?
Yeah.
And
No, not touring company.
But you went to Toronto with it.
Oh, I was living in Toronto.
All right, so
it was the Canadian company of Godspell. We did it at the Royal Alex Theatre in Toronto.
Okay, and did you know? Oh my God, this is energy here is beyond. Like this is a gift from God. Like one time. Everyone's going to be a star. Oh my God.
First of all, nobody thought that way when I was starting out. Nobody thought about being a star. We were in Toronto, Canada. People think about being stars now because people can be stars overnight on YouTube.
Right, with no talent.
Right. Well, you have easy access to getting out there and being seen. So, no, what honestly, what was it? Oh my God, I'm an actress. That's what I want to be. And I got a job. That's what it was. Really, I'm not pussyfooting around here. And then they just happened to be really great people.
As everyone became more successful and more successful.
Yeah.
Was it a supportive thing, or was it, oh my God, I'm a little jealous of that one. Oh shit, that one got that.
I think when so then we moved on from Godspell to Second City. At least Gilda Radner did. Then I was in the next company after that. I think that was like the first feeling of, oh my God, that person's a star. That person's and very quickly we did SCTV, so there wasn't enough time to really harbor resentment because we had our own TV show. But that was, I think I know I felt competitive because we'd all started in a little musical.
So were you friends with Gilda?
Yes, God, yes.
Welcome to Play It, a new podcast network featuring radio and TV personalities talking business, sports, tech, entertainment, and more. Play it at play.it.
It was a very small community in Toronto. Mm-hmm. And, very good friends. Yes, absolutely.
So sad.
Yes.
So funny.
Tragic.
Beyond. And Dick Cheney's alive.
Yeah.
So...
Literally did not know you were going there. I was smiling and laughing and supportive, and then you said Dick Cheney. Then I'm like, do I keep laughing or do I?
I mean, that's my whole thing. I interviewed Dick Cavett, and he's the same way. This person is dead, and Dick fucking Cheney is alive with a fake heart. He's the most evil human being. Okay, so you're in Second City, and you do SCTV, and that's really where Second City is. I knew about Second City. That's the first improv.
Did you do improv?
No,
so
I tried
stand up.
to do.
You started in stand up.
I did study with Paul Sills. I did a class with Paul Sills, but
God, Sammy would have loved to have talked to you about that. Okay,
but no, I was talking to him about it, and then I realized it was Paul Sills who I took a fucking class with, not Marty, whatever. So I remember that. This whole I would have so many thoughts. I'm really a stand-up. Like, I really am a storyteller stand-up person.
Yeah.
And I once did it with, whatchamacallit, What's My Line? When I was doing his Drew Carey, did a couple episodes of his sitcom.
Wow.
And then they went to the improv. No, it's his sitcom when it was,
the Drew Carey show.
And so then they would do improv at the Improv in L.A., and they asked me to join them one night.
How was that?
It intimidates me, the improv, because it's like, yes, and I'm on the spot now, and I am responsible for continuing this story, even though I want to go off on a tangent and talk about something else. It's really hard.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yet, I love being in an orchestra. Like, I love music.
Yeah.
Being a part of a group like that, and I love being in a play.
Yeah.
But this whole... I'm going to tap you on the shoulder and take over. And I'm like, I'm not fucking finished. All right.
Share and collaborate.
Share.
Yeah.
And also, give me this, give me that. And I'm like, fuck you. I'll do my... I don't know.
Yeah, give me a suggestion of an object.
And then you want to go, no, I don't want to do that. I would be like, no, that's a stupid fucking object. Like, everyone else is like, great, okay. All right, dog shit, everyone, dog shit, you know? And I'd be like, no, that's stupid. All right.
Yeah.
Chair factory, I hear a lot.
What?
Chair factory. What
You
the hell
do?
is a chair factory? Heard it more than 3 times.
Ugh. So,
Oh my God.
all right, so you're in Second City, and that's really where I knew you from.
Oh, okay. From SCTV?
Yes,
Yeah.
SCTV. And you played so many fucking characters. And were so, I mean, but you're such a great serious actress. I mean, I love doing theater too, but it's like there are comics who are the most brilliant, theatrical, serious
Dramatic,
theater.
yeah. I find that too.
And then there are comics who are the worst fucking actors in the entire world because they don't listen.
Oh.
And that's the thing about improv, you have to listen.
You do have to listen.
So,
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
so when
Improv is being used as a tool
in businesses,
and with people that struggle with anxiety disorders, because when you're doing improv, you have no time to second guess. You have
Right.
to be really present. So it teaches you to focus on the
now.
The now. It's an amazing thing.
with Phillida Lloyd, who directed
Yeah.
Shakespeare, we did a lot. She's like, improv the scene right now, in your own words, and we would do that a lot.
How was that helpful?
Yeah, I'd be like, what the? Yeah, it was great.
Wish I'd seen it.
You
Damn
have more Tony and Drama Desk nominations than any other actress. Do you know that?
Tony, I think somebody told me that.
Yeah.
I think it's on my Wikipedia page.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. Still can't get tickets to Hamilton.
Yeah.
Now,
You're kidding me now.
What does that mean?
you've done.
Wait, and 2 Emmy Awards. What the hell?
I know.
Okay.
2 Tony wins.
Yeah.
Well, where's your penis?
You have a You have a Walk of Fame. You've done 2 one-woman shows.
Yeah.
You wrote a book.
Yeah.
You're the voice
Holding it.
on Jimmy Neutron, Star Trek, The
No,
Simpsons.
that's in the past.
No. You've done
I've been
a lot
around.
of voiceover.
Before
Let's
they
see,
hired- yeah.
My Big Fat Greek Wedding, theater, TV, film, host of all the Canadian award shows, and you cannot get Hamilton tickets.
I didn't know where you were going. Right. Hello.
How did you feel when they would not dim the lights for Joan Rivers?
Oh, that's
Did you ha-
terrible. Because I actually saw her play Lenny Bruce's mother, Sally.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that show that she did.
Right. And she went to every show. Did that...
She went to every there wasn't one play I did where she wasn't
Right.
there, and always came back with the
and
same
they
entourage,
wouldn't
and they wouldn't.
fucking... How did that make you feel? And what do you think that was? Why do you think that was? When Robin Williams, who did one play...
You have to petition, I think, to get to the board to have it done. Maybe she didn't have the right people petitioning.
Oh, God,
Do
you
know
are
what-
so diplomatic.
No,
fucking
I remember
wanna
that
tell you.
because Nikki Martin, who was a very close friend
Yeah.
of mine, directed me in many shows. All the actors that loved him really wanted the lights to be dim. He'd done 3 plays on Broadway, and it took some finagling to have it happen. So I don't really know how it works.
Right.
How do I feel
And
personally?
they didn't put her in memoriam at the Emmy Awards.
Why didn't they do that? That was
They had to do with the next... What?
You never know what kind of
Or was it
clout.
the Oscars? It was the Oscars.
Yeah, it was. I think it was
Oscars,
the
yeah.
Oscars.
You never know what kind of clout you need to get. That's why I've never had a publicist, and now I get why it's important.
Right.
Because talent isn't enough.
No.
Have you noticed that?
Yes.
Oh, talent. You don't even have to have talent.
Talent-
That was
more
like you
talent.
can just have a publicist. That's all you need.
Yes.
Is
Yeah.
a fucking publicist.
Yeah.
You could be like, taking a shit while you cook an omelet.
But wait a minute. I
And then
thought
you're a
this
fucking
interview
YouTube star.
was going to
Yeah.
be about things that I
It
don't
is,
like.
but I get all into the...
Okay, because so this morning I want so much to
All
understand
right.
if you don't like the things I don't like.
Okay, we're gonna do that. I had to go over that stuff
too.
because you are so... Now, and also, do you have a relationship with Lorne Michaels? That was my other thing.
So funny that you would ask. So years ago, I started in Toronto on a variety show called the Hart and Lorne Terrific Hour, and it
I'm
was
gonna say
Lorne
Lorne Michaels is the
and
Lorne.
Hart Pomerantz,
Right.
who was a lawyer, and I was on the variety show, and then Lorne went off like maybe the next year or two to
Right.
do Saturday Night Live. Have not seen him,
Or heard from him?
no, for over 40 years until I just did the Marty and Maya show.
Yeah.
And we reconnected. It was so nice.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Were you upset you never did Saturday Night
I was
Live?
disappointed, yeah. Yeah.
And did you ever talk to him about it?
No, never.
So was it eating at you when you would see Gilda and all these women on Saturday Night Live?
Eating at me. No. I didn't find that. I didn't find that it was eating me, but I thought,
What's wrong with me? Did you turn it around about yourself?
of course, my
Saying.
dear. Yes. Wait a minute. Maybe I'm not talented. I guess I'm not in a big enough
Right.
movie, or
Right.
I don't know. Maybe they don't.
That's what I do too.
Well, I know, but then I
And
tried.
you've always, I've always said that comedy
Yeah.
doesn't have a gender or an age.
Agreed.
That, and yet, I've talked often about.
Well, Joan Rivers is a perfect
Right.
example.
And I've often talked about that.
Laughed until the day.
Right. And
Oh my
I don't
God,
think
when
I'll
she,
ever-
She came to see Pippin.
I can't even with you and Pippin.
So she came to see Pippin
Sorry.
3 times.
Yeah.
And then she wanted to do an interview with me. She said, I can't do her at all. God bless her. But she said, then when you took your coat off, it was like, all right, a body of a 15-year-old with a head of your age. I'm not going to think of that as an insult.
She,
That's not.
she, I cannot tell you the effect she had on me. And the
I
fact that
bet,
the
Judy, I
biggest...
bet. And you know what? And honestly, there has been nobody to fill that void. She was one of a kind, and I actually miss her. I think the
Yeah.
world of comedy, actually, and for that demographic, how about that role model to be? Well, she was in her 80s, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was like 81,
Wow.
82.
Oh
It's
my
ridiculous.
God. Yeah, and, beautiful. I love the way she
yeah,
looks.
and the other thing is
Yeah, I
that the
agree.
fact that she is not alive
and that's what I mean.
during Trump
oh
is the
my God,
biggest
what a loss!
and Bernie Sanders.
Can't even.
I mean,
Oh.
it's
There's nobody.
It's not fair. It's like it was done on purpose.
right.
There's no other voice of that age for
Right.
sure, but no other. But you have to fill that void.
Well, I
Yeah.
feel like I am a lot like her.
Yeah.
And a lot, and not
You know
that.
who else loved her? Julie Klausner. Klausner loved her. Difficult people loved her. Yeah,
All right.
and Billy Eichner. Yes. Okay.
Yes, I mean everyone loved her.
Yeah.
I did Difficult People with
I
you.
know, I love
Are you
that.
going to go to the premiere?
I am.
Oh, good. I'll go.
Good.
But I don't know what it looks like. I only did that clown thing.
Oh, I haven't seen anything.
I only did that one scene, and I loved being with you. And I look like an idiot. You were on. We're now going to talk about the things that piss you off, but you have to tell me what it was like to be on Carol Burnett and the Smothers Brothers.
Oh, first of all, I can't believe you know who the Smothers Brothers. I'm not going to.
Oh my God, I love the Smothers
All
Brothers,
right.
and I loved the one who wrote the theme song for the Smothers Brothers.
Who was that?
He wrote Classical Gas too.
Wait, was it Loudon Wainwright Jr.? No.
I'm looking it up.
He wrote da da ba 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 da 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 da. I love running to that. It was
Looking it up.
all right, we're looking it up, but
I can't love that. Look at
but the
that.
Smothers
Paul
Brothers,
Goldman.
huh? No.
No.
How did you know what to look up on that iPhone from her just
I'll
singing
do
da
it.
da 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 da?
No.
I'm sorry, Mason Williams.
Mason Williams.
And Nancy Ames.
No, Mason, but Mason Williams. He was a writer on the show,
Yeah, that's
and he
right.
wrote the
I completely
theme song.
remember.
Okay, I know all this stupid crap.
Carol Burnett. So the Carol Burnett show.
And now one of the Smothers Brothers is a Jesus, right?
Oh, well, I don't know.
Yeah. All right, go, Carol Burnett, and then we're talking about things.
I did a sketch with them where I had 3 legs and was dancing, and then it was revealed, and then it was really funny old school sketch. In the Carol Burnett show, I did a lot of variety shows when I was starting out. Dick Cavett show. That was so fabulous.
I love
Alan
Dick Cavett.
King.
Alan King. He told me to quit Rosie O'Donnell and
my-
continue stand-up.
Yeah.
He said, you can't write for someone else.
See?
Wow.
He told me.
Loved him. What about Carol Burnett? Carol Burnett, the most generous human being.
Oh.
Those are the best performers, comedians,
Right.
right? That aren't threatened. They know they're good.
Right.
And they only want the other person to shine because ultimately you shine more
Right.
when
Yeah.
another person is shining.
I
So
feel
much
like
fun
that.
with her.
Oh,
Yeah, I
God.
love her. And too bad about her daughter.
Oh, that she died.
Yeah.
Very sad.
Okay, you get very, like, you're very good with the going from the, you can go from, to,
That's true.
Oh, my
like,
goodness, you're talking about.
I know, but you're good. You go right there.
Oh.
It's like it's your job or something.
I want to talk
I can't
about,
cry on cue, though. I wish I could do that. Deb
that's-
Monk can. Julianne Moore can. Can you?
can they tell a joke?
Yeah.
Can they do improv?
Probably.
No.
All
You have good things about you.
I do have good things. I
Also,
wish I
I
could cry
bet you
on
could
cue.
make us think you're crying.
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
And the Tony goes to.
Okay.
All right.
We're going to talk about, because the name of the podcast is Kill Me Now, because I swear to God, I say Kill Me Now, I let things bother me. And there are things that really annoy me. So, you wrote a list of things. And the first thing that
Yeah.
pisses you off, I want you to tell us as Bernadette Peters. Go.
Oh, the first thing. The first thing.
You have to be Bernadette Peters when
Okay,
you tell us.
I do a bad impersonation.
I thought you do a great
Where's
impersonation.
my umbrella? Why do we have to eat tapas?
Is that your thing?
What is tapas?
So
There's not enough food on the plate,
Right, it's like
That's great.
and then I've got to negotiate what I'm going to pick. And why is that person eating more than I am?
So bad.
I fucking went out for tapas last night.
It's
We're-
baloney. First of
we're
all, they
going-
don't have to put it.
It's
It
just
costs
like
them less.
it's appetizers
I
that
love
cost the
it.
same as entrees.
100%.
It's like, oh, they're tapas, so we can all put our fucking fingers on it,
Yeah.
and
And you're a nervous wreck because you're like, when do I get in there and get that
Right,
chicken?
right.
There's one piece of chicken left.
and there's always one piece left. It's like, oh, does anyone want
Does
it? And
anyone-
you know, the person who asks, does anyone want it, is the one who wants it. Always.
Or the OCD person that needs someone to eat that last
No,
piece.
or it's
100%.
more like, did anyone notice? Yes, everyone noticed. Everyone fucking noticed. Okay?
And how about the person that eats the entire plate
Right.
of tapas?
And then it's
Because
like,
well, that's what they ordered.
Right.
But I thought tapas was that we share them.
share, right.
All right,
We
so-
share, and then
Then
the
you
check
ordered
comes.
2 of those.
It is also when the check comes.
Yeah.
And the person who ate all is always the one that's like, well, I got a drink.
Oh,
Too
no.
bad. What do you think of when
Here's
you
what
go out-
happens when you eat tapas. You give up your food rights.
Yes.
That's what happens.
Amen.
You just
It's
you
yoink
know what?
rules.
I want to eat by myself with my arm around my plate.
Right.
Okay.
Now,
Yeah.
if your kids want to take food off your plate, do you let them?
You know, they don't do that to me, but I do that to them, and
Right.
one of them really doesn't like it, and I wish that I would not do it.
Okay, this is what my son Ben does.
Yeah.
Okay, because we order chirping chicken a lot. Do you know chirping chicken?
Yeah, yep, on Amsterdam.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Never ordered. Is it good?
Oh my G-D.
Wait a minute, I've got to get some.
Oh my God, they have the. So this is what we order.
Okay, tell me.
They have chicken shawarma, which I love.
What's that?
It's like it's chicken that's made like
On a spit.
huh?
on a spit.
Oh, I like that.
And they take and they put it over rice, and then there's a salad, and then there's tzatziki on top of it. Oh, it's so good.
What's that? Cucumbers and yogurt?
Yes.
Can I have it without that?
Yeah. Okay.
Because
So-
my favorite place used to be Kookaroo, and they all went out of
Oh
business.
my God, Kookaroo! I used to love Kookaroo
Love
with Judy
Kookaroo.
Toll, my friend Judy Toll, who died.
Judy Toll died?
Oh.
Yes, in 2002, and we got Kookaroo for her funeral.
Oh, I'm so sad to hear that. When I was living in LA, I used to know her.
She-
I used to- oh,
I'm
God.
very close with her family. I'll let them know.
Yeah, but was it cancer?
Yeah, she had melanoma.
Oh my God.
All right, can we not?
Yeah, let's go on.
Oh, God.
She
So-
wouldn't like it if we stopped.
I know. She'd want us talking about her
Eating.
her album. They just released some of her sets, and I listen to them all the time.
Do
She's so
you
fun.
remember a girl, like it was all that era, she was a magician too, her name was Judy Carter?
Yes, of course.
What's
Judy
she
Carter.
doing now?
I don't know. She teaches like comedy and writes books
Oh,
about.
because these were girls, it was unusual at that
Right.
time to see girl comedians.
Right.
And yeah. Wow.
Okay,
Amazing.
So
okay.
that was it. They were in LA.
So your son, go ahead. Yes,
so
LA.
I
That's
go
why
on her chirping, and I literally they have the best yam you have ever had.
Okay, wait. I'm so going.
Okay, yam. They have a chicken, a green salad with chicken.
Yeah.
So good.
Okay.
It's just the salad with the chicken on top. The chicken is so good.
And good and clean and
Yeah.
not
Oh my
spicy or
god.
anything.
Oh my god. The plantains are great. Their grape leaves are awesome.
Our
What
sponsor
the-
today is Chirping Chicken.
It's
You can
unbelievable.
like them on Facebook.
So we
and
ordered
leave us a
Chirping.
comment. Hashtag kill me now.
Okay, so we order on Chirping all the time, and it's our and they're open till 2, and they deliver, and they're great. So the other night,
Are they owned by like Middle Eastern people? Because it's
I-
grape leaves and tzatziki and that's all
think
Armenian.
I
Okay.
think it might. All right.
All right.
So the other night,
My
and
wife
this is
calls you her aunt. She's Israeli, but
okay. That's great. We're talking about something
Yes,
else,
we are.
VP. So
I love her. Him.
him.
oh, thank you. No, that was great.
That's
I
good.
don't know what to say.
Well, you don't have to because
I'm on VP.
All right.
anyway. So the other night, I call him because he plays like 8 hours of basketball. I'm like, Ben, and I eat at 11 o'clock at night. So I said,
You
Ben.
do? I eat
Yeah, 'cause-
past 6. I'm miserable.
Well, I have to because I was doing Shakespeare and I was so exhausted
Okay.
after. So, and I go to bed at 3. All right, so
You do?
I did.
Well,
now I'll
we're
go
not
back to my
friends.
old thing.
All right.
Now I go back to my old.
What time do you get up in the morning?
9.
I've never in my life gotten up that late. Ever.
Oh,
I'm
really?
a comedian.
That's
I do
true.
sets at midnight and. Okay.
What
Can
about when the kids were little? Who woke
I
up
had
with
to.
them?
I got up, and then I take a nap.
How do you do it?
Okay.
How do any of you do it?
Okay. Please. So we order Chirping. I
Yeah.
call him. I go. I'm ordering Chirping. Do you want anything? No, I'm not hungry. Okay. He comes home. I'm eating my chicken shawarma, and he just stands there looking down. Are you gonna eat the whole thing? Are you gonna eat the whole thing? Are you gonna eat the whole thing? How much is left? Do you think you'll? And I asked him before if he wanted any.
No, I'm sure that's what they think about me because one of my sons is an unbelievable cook. Loves cooking and just he's a music editor. So, Mom, come on over for. They live in LA. Mom, do you want to come over Sunday night for dinner? Yeah, but I'm not going to eat anything. No, why do you say that, Mom? I'm going to make Arctic char. Yeah, I know, but I'm not hungry.
Yeah.
I get over there. Are you sure you don't want anything? Absolutely not. How much did you make?
Does he always make you extra anyway?
Always makes me extra.
Yes.
Can I have a
He
little bit of the
knows.
vegetables? Well, Mom, I didn't make
Can I
enough.
just-
I didn't make enough vegetables.
Well, he should
Can you
have
put
known
another-
by
can you put
now.
another potato
Right.
in? Can you put? I drive them crazy with my neurotic eating habits,
Right.
but they're not neurotic when it comes to eating.
Well, that's good. Are you
Yeah.
very close with them?
Yes.
Yeah, me too. With
Yeah.
mine. One of them's married,
Yeah,
right?
love her.
Oh, and she loves you?
Love her.
Okay.
So-
Now, what kind of grandmother are you?
Well, the baby's only 5 months, so I
Okay, we
only
can't
had-
answer
But
that.
I'm going to be there from July till October. We'll see what kind of grandmother
Okay.
I am.
Nice.
I want to. Can I stay in your apartment? All
Yes.
right, now, let's do your next thing on the list.
Ah.
This was really good.
Well, let's see here. I'll tell you what makes me angry.
What?
The search function on Amazon and Netflix. Why so slow to type in a name?
Well, also, you type in the name.
Yeah.
And it's like 800. No, don't make me keep searching so I can look at your other shit.
Yeah. Goddamn, wait a minute. You're telling me there's not a quicker way to find Frankie and Johnny or whatever the hell the name is?
Frankie
Your
and
ass-
Gracie.
F-R-A.
That, I wish it was that
Oh
quick.
yeah, there should be a voice command or something.
What is that about? I don't understand it. That pisses me off.
But
Let's see what else.
also, that thing, and on Time Warner Cable too. Search by genre.
Yeah.
Search just fucking.
Yeah.
Here's what I want to watch.
Here's
You
what I wanna
fucking
watch.
asshole. Go to that channel.
Let's go. Let me. Okay. Here's what I really hate.
Okay.
First of all, don't call a hotel a boutique hotel. You know what that hotel is? Doesn't have amenities. Nothing.
Right.
And here's what it really doesn't have. Lighting that any human being of my age could read by. Stop with the goddamn, this light fixture was from the 30s.
Right.
I don't care.
Right.
Let's
And everyone
expose-
look like shit.
Yeah, expose.
No one wear makeup.
Give me a 100-watt incandescent bulb and stop with the house music 24 hours a day.
Oh my
What's that
God.
about? Boom, boom.
I
boom,
know. I
boom.
can't.
Okay, good.
And the rooms are tiny. It's
Tiny.
a boutique. It's a boutique. It's a boutique.
It's a boutique.
And they
Really-
act like, may I get you anything else? No, because there's nothing for you. There's nothing here.
nothing
for
here
you to get
for
me.
you to get me.
There's a hotel on the west side. I believe it's called Yodel or Yotel.
Yeah.
And there's not even people working there. It's
Because
all robots.
It's a robot
Okay,
hotel.
you know what? No. You know what boutique hotels ultimately are? Gay bars.
That's true.
Don't they all look like
Yes,
that?
that's
That's
exactly
why there's
it.
dim lighting
Dim lighting.
and
Anal sex.
Anal
You
sex.
have the concierge. How about when you call the concierge?
Uh-huh.
I have to leave right now. And it's like, oh, I have 2 other people because there's only one concierge because we're in a boutique hotel.
Boutique hotel.
I know that you're on your own fucking time frame, but I'm not.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, and by the way, even though you're calling it a boutique hotel, it still costs me $350.
But we have a fireplace.
and
Jeez,
anal sex.
Anyway,
Yeah.
okay.
All right, I love that.
Tell you what else I hate.
What?
Somebody that's just come back from India.
Can I laugh first? Okay, yeah.
A friend of yours, by the
Right.
way. But now they've been to India. And then they come up to you, and before saying hello, they
Right.
hug you for way too long. Way too long. No words.
Right.
Silence. It's kind of an uncomfortable hug.
Right,
Pull you apart.
right.
Look at you in the eyes and say, "How are you?"
They haven't been to the city.
Makes me fucking
Oh my God! I
so
can't.
uncomfortable. Isn't that true?
I hate that. No, really. How are you?
Oh my God,
But
that's fine.
staring at you,
How are you?
staring at you for a long
How are
time.
you? How are you? No, stop.
Okay.
I hate when people are like, when I'm like hyper and they're like, Judy, stop.
Oh my
Oh,
God!
no.
Don't tell
Fucking
me.
me. Don't.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
No.
This last TV show I did that
Right.
was going to be made into a series.
Right.
That is a series
Right.
made into a series. Jeez, I'm old. Called Great News.
Right.
Directed by a woman.
Uh-huh.
The executive producer Tina Fey, woman.
Right.
Writer Tracy Wigfield, woman.
Right.
First AD, woman.
Uh-huh.
Production coordinator, woman.
Uh-huh.
And the lead with me, my daughter, a woman. I'm not lying to you, the only time in my entire television career when somebody didn't say to me, "Bring it down, you're over the top."
Oh my God.
I went up to Beth McCarthy Miller, the
Oh, I love her.
worship, hugged her, and I said, "Thank you so much because there probably were moments when it was big, but thank you for finding other ways to talk as a director and a peer, which is let's try it differently, or let's do it again this way."
Or allow you to find it.
Right. I love direction, by the way. So now when I work in plays, I say to the director before, there's going to be times when I'm going to be really big.
Yeah.
And here's the deal. I want what you want. I want at the end of this rehearsal period to be real and truthful and honest and
Right.
funny. But if you tell me now in this moment it's over the top into it, you're gonna
Stifle
me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Which, by the way, if you want to go full circle to the parents, when parents don't unconditionally love you, what they're essentially doing is stifling.
Right,
that which is unique.
absolutely.
So, it's taken me this long to be able to say that, and I was so grateful for that experience.
It's like when I was doing Shakespeare in the Park.
Yeah.
And we all had to be men. And it was not that we were acting like men, it's that we were physically men, and she wanted people to forget that they were watching women. And that is exactly what happened. And the only horrible reviews or problem reviews were from conservative publications written by men.
Oh yeah, they couldn't take
Having shenanigans, trying to act. No, that's exactly. I mean, we were not over the top at all.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
So that's well, I don't know. We got that.
Oh my God, I love that.
I'll tell you what
How
makes
are
me
you?
crazy.
No, but how are you?
Yeah. How are you?
No,
but you know,
how are you?
holding you by your shoulders.
Why do people do?
Holding
Yeah.
that and looking at you.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like,
don't you guys find that a lot in acting? A lot of actors do
No,
that.
I have a lot of people who are like, Judy, are you like this all the time? Like,
well,
where's
you know
the real
what?
you?
Do
Yeah,
that.
this is me.
Yeah.
This is who I am. If you don't fucking like it because you have to be someone else, this is
Isn't it?
real. This is real. This isn't real.
Hey, how are you?
Yeah.
And they know more than you do how you are, by the way, and that's why they're saying it like this.
No, they know. They know
are
more
you?
about you.
Yeah.
Judy, come on. What are you covering up?
Yeah.
Shut the. I hate you.
Yeah.
That I now
Go
hate
back
you.
to India.
Yeah.
And by the way, you don't look good in dreadlocks.
And the
You're
sorry.
a 60-year-old Jewish woman.
I'm sorry.
Stop.
Go back to. Take off your sorry. Put on your sorry. I'm sorry. Bye-bye.
Now, this is a new thing, and I don't think anybody's going to share this with me. I don't like a black coffee cup.
You racist.
I agree.
You
I
can't-
agree.
where-
I want to see it.
Is the coffee overflow?
I always.
Is
You
it
can
a-
ask this one. I always have white inside of my coffee, even if the outside is red.
100%.
I hate black coffee
Thank you.
cups.
Thank
the
you.
coffee. Wait, I'll go one further.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
The to-go cup.
Yeah.
That has the top where you have to cut and flip.
Hate it.
Hate. The one with the little.
The little hole.
It's a little elevated,
Yeah.
and there's a little hole.
I like that.
That's mine.
Yeah.
The one
A sippy
that's
cup.
cheap.
Sippy cup.
The one that's cheap, and you have to like pull it over, then click it in. Fuck you.
Okay.
Fuck
Now
you.
this is one of my biggest pet peeves, but you might be another.
All right.
You might be the person that does this. We've all paid the same amount on a flight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting on the aisle, and someone's sitting at the window. It's 10 a.m., and they immediately pull down the shade.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, can you put the shade up?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm watching TV. You know what? But I'm not. I want to read. The stewardess, or I guess you don't call them that, a flight attendant, says, well, you know, people want to watch TV. When did it become, it's so pissy. Are you one of those people that pulls down the shade?
No.
First of
I
all,
like
don't
to
tell
look
me to
out
put
the
the light.
window.
I like to look out, claustrophobic. Don't tell me to put the light on. The LED light, which,
Right.
by the way, now there's news. I've been saying for years, one day science is going to say LEDs are bad for you.
Right.
Because they're
Of
blue
course.
light, they
Right.
make you very All I bought out the hardware store. In my closet, I have 2 full garbage bags of 60, 100, and 150 watt incandescent lights. Anyway,
Right.
it makes me crazy when they do that. Like, they have the right. Does that doesn't really get you.
Well, it does because, especially when I'm landing, I want to see where the fuck
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah.
They now ask if you could please. They ask now.
You pull the shades down.
Right.
No.
And also, I mean, I could go off on planes and how fucking unfair
Well, I
it
wouldn't
is.
go off for that.
Right,
forever.
but that does.
Okay.
Oh my God!
All right.
This is honestly what happened to me
Judy just convulsed.
last week. I know you have to leave. This is going to really piss you off.
Yeah.
Ready? I teach at ESPA at primary stages. I get in the elevator. I'm on a phone call with someone who I've been trying to reach, and another man walks in the elevator. He must have been Russian. He was Eastern European, hates women, as I decided after this. And I'm on the phone, and I said, excuse me, will it bother you if I continue? I always ask when I'm in an elevator,
Okay.
will it bother you if I'm on the phone?
On the phone.
And he goes, what do you think?
Oh my God.
I said, that's why I'm asking. Is it, do you mind if what do you think? If it's important, I don't mind. What do you think? I said, why wouldn't you just say thank you for asking?
Did
Why
you
do
say that?
Oh my God, yes!
That's so good. See, I get.
I
scared
said,
of
why
moments like that.
would you, I got off the phone. I said, but why can't you see how respectful it is, and he's just a fucking woman-hating fuck. What do you think? He went to 6, I was going to 15. Fuck you!
Okay. I think this is a really good place to end.
Okay.
Artisanal coffee.
Oh.
Anything that is...
Kill me now. Fuck it. Yes, go ahead. Because I'm a huge coffee
Yeah,
drinker. Go
here's
ahead.
the deal.
Okay.
I want a cup of coffee. Don't be making and stirring and pouring and stirring
Right.
and pouring. First of all, it tastes exactly the same
Right.
as the drip I just got from Starbucks.
Right.
Don't put artisanal in front of it and cost $6.
Amen.
And stop with the farm to table bullshit.
Oh! Isn't everything farm to table?
What is that?
What is
First of
not
all-
farm to table?
First of all, it's
I went out.
communal eating.
Oh,
I don't want to sit with strangers.
I know!
It's because they just went to India.
Le pain quotidien.
How about that?
I don't want to go.
And you know what?
Yes,
If you're
we have
gonna
4
make
people.
a table out
Yes.
of wood, make it even.
Right.
What is that? You know what? No, so ecologically sound. The
Right.
tree that we cut to make this table is kind of slightly off. So if your coffee spills, it's because we're
Yeah.
authentic.
Here's a sander, you motherfucker. Okay, and also I do like the hand drip coffee better than, and I like French press.
I like a French press.
Right, but you're right. Like, okay, yeah, I can't. It's all
Okay.
the same. And
Can I say one more thing about a restaurant thing?
Yeah.
What about when you have to stand in line to order?
Oh, right.
The
Yeah.
muffins and scones are
Yeah.
all in front of you. They take your order, and they say, "We'll deliver it to the table."
Right.
And you're like, "Can I just take that scone right now? Actually, it's right there."
Right.
No. We're going to give you a number, and you put it on a pole of some sort, and you're standing there like, do they see me? Do they not see me?
Right.
Why couldn't I have just literally gone a half an inch
Right.
and gotten my own scone?
Right.
Why?
And I
then-
want to pick the scone.
I want to pick the scone, what scone that I want. And then here's the thing: who do you tip? I've
No,
stood
I
in
don't
line.
want a fucking tip. The tip jars, it's like, why do you have a job and then I have to tip you for doing your job? Why? You got hired to do this, and then you're like, can you give me more money?
All right, this is how we have to end.
Fuck. I could go on and on. Go.
All right, on and on. But I do have to leave, like in 2 minutes.
Okay.
You're in a play.
Yeah.
You're leaving. There's autograph people
Right.
outside.
Right.
And you're like, oh, God.
Fans.
I've just performed for 3 hours.
Right.
All right. All right, I'll do it.
Right.
And the first person you're signing the autograph to says to you, were you in the play?
Oh, you mother.
That's how we're ending.
That's what I
eBay.
thought, because no,
eBay.
we have 2 questions we ask everyone.
What?
A, are you on any antidepressants?
What do you mean?
Like, have you ever been on antidepressants?
What, me?
Yeah.
No, I haven't ever been. No.
I knew it.
No,
No
but
meds.
I'll tell you something. Thank you, God, for having them out there. No, I don't. But I exercise and why?
Yeah, me too. No, I had to because of my clinical depression.
Yeah,
but
good.
We want to not
And
have
I hear
their...
Zoloft is a fabulous one.
I'm on Zoloft.
Yeah.
It made me throw up.
Wait, are you with? Do you have Wellbutrin with it?
I have Wellbutrin with my
Not yet.
Axel.
That's what I hear. That's
Yeah.
a great because for sex and everything, right?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you want to have an orgasm.
Yeah.
The Zoloft has actually helped me because my sex drive is crazy, and so it's like curbed it to a normal level.
And it's extensive.
Oh yeah, like I want to hump everything, all of you right now.
Okay,
all the
great.
time.
So that grosses me out, but I feel
I love the
like
boss.
I fucking love
Wait.
you so much.
Wait,
Like,
what's the second question?
I think it was what pisses you off the most, but
What
we
pisses
already
you off the most, but I think that we
I
covered
can't-
that, yeah.
I really now I'm so you got me so riled up about the fucking coffee and that fucking communal. We went to this place the other day. It's like we have 4, and I'm like thinking, yeah, I'm gonna go sit at a table with
Yeah,
my 2
regular
cousins
table, yeah.
and my girlfriend.
Yeah.
And I have other people
Yeah.
next to me, and it's like. You're in my personal space.
Yeah, 100%.
Don't look at my fucking food.
Do
Don't
I
listen
talk
to my
you
conversation.
now that
I
we're
know
sitting
what.
at the same table.
I'm not. It's not. We're not at the Waltons. You know.
I'm not Aunt Eller in Oklahoma. I saw you coming up there. No. I'm a lonely older Armenian who just wants to sit in peace at a lovely little table. I don't want to be at a communal table with other losers.
Right.
All right.
I love you. Thank
love
you
you.
so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Were they on the treadmill listening?
I hope so.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Have a great
Thank you,
workout.
Hennessy.
Have a
Thank
wonderful
you.
workout.
All right, darling.
So long.
Bye to you.
And everything was wonderful. I'll see you soon. Thank you for the visit. So long.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states or situations.